Bhutan is sandwiched between two giants, India and China. So that's where you wait for your bags. It's pretty cool. So now they have this promotion, I think until 2026, of $100 per night for those who like spicy food. Whoa.
Yeah, food here is pretty spicy.
You're still welcome to come here and pray. And this painting here is going to take more than a year to be ready. And here, my friends, the Himalayas.
Ooh, look at them.
So they really care about the happiness of the people. They measure it and they put it together in their GDP, but they have the separated index. You don't want to?
Don't say diarrhea.
It's filming. So Nikki had a
Poisoning.
food poisoning. Welcome everyone, welcome to another video of Out of Your Comfort Zone, and welcome to Bhutan, the last Shangri-la in the world. Shangri-La, kind of. The beautiful Himalayan country, Buddhist, one of the single countries full-on Buddhist. So we are here now. As you can see, I'm completely by myself, independent, in Paro, which is where you have the airport, the second largest city here with the airport. So this video, we started a little bit in a little bit opposite way. This is the end of my trip, and I'm doing the introduction now because we started a little bit in a complicated way. Nick and I were supposed to get into Bhutan through India by land, crossing by land, but I had a small drama issue with my spraying wheel. Sorry, very nice. I had a small issue with my Indian visa, so I had to fly from Nepal, and Nikki had to cross through India by land. So we're gonna start this video with Nikki talking about how she crossed the border and everything, so it can help you all if you would like to do the same. So you're saving flights, because flights to Bhutan are quite expensive. There are only two airlines serving the airport here. They're both from Bhutan. And I'm gonna produce a video, like a review about those airlines. So if you wanna do that, you should listen to Nikki now. And then eventually you're gonna see both of us meeting up in Thimphu, the capital, after I arrive by plane. And we also gonna be producing different videos about Bhutan. One is how to travel Bhutan on a budget. It is possible, you can travel independently, go to some places, and some places you need a guide. I'm going to explain all about that. And also, if you like geopolitics, I'm also going to produce a video about geopolitics, because Bhutan is sandwiched between two giants, India and China, which don't have an exactly love affair for each other. And Bhutan is caught up in this middle of this rivalry. So I'm going to explain about that as well on a different video. So that's it. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, look who I found.
Hey!
He made it, he survived.
Hello everyone. I think you guys probably heard about my little drama with the Indian e-visa, like being rejected. It's not great. So I had to change a lot of my things. I think Nikki already explained to you guys. And here I am, arrived by plane. Soon I'm gonna put a little bit of my arrival here for you guys to see how it was, because it was amazing.
Mount Everest, I'm kind of jealous.
So Mount Everest coming from Nepal, and the landing is incredible because you go through the middle of the canyons and then you land one of the most dangerous airports in the world.
Yeah.
Incredible, look like Top Gun.
Yeah. But now that Rodrigo is here, I can pass all the hard work off to him, and he could become the main character. I'm the side character. So where are we, Rodrigo?
You're not the side character, but she was
a
a
little
side.
more of a side
So welcome to Bhutan, welcome to Thimphu, the capital here in Bhutan. This is right at the center of the capital. We'll give like a 360 here. And I'm gonna show also on the map, Bhutan is like the forbidden or mysterious Shangri-La. We can walk a little bit. Shangri-la, like the kingdom in the middle of the Himalayas, super gorgeous, everyone's happy, everyone healthy and everything. And it was actually closed off for a long time, didn't open, the country itself opened a long time ago. And here you can see bordered the south and the east with India, south and west with India, and the north with China, Tibet, the control China, Tibet. So it's quite an interesting strategic location, and I'm going to talk a little bit more later on.
That's the dash to geopolitics.
Yeah, but here's going to be a little bit more than a dash, because it's quite interesting with the relation with China and India and Bhutan. But yeah, we're going to walk a little bit now around the city center in Thimphu. And all the buildings, if you notice, they have the same decoration. That's compulsory.
Yeah.
They need to have this decoration.
The Buddhist architecture.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave you guys now with my arrival here in Paro, which is where you have the airport. So that's where you wait for your bags. Here at the airport you can obviously exchange money. There are some ATMs here. And this is the currency. Nut, what I think. And it's 1-to-1 to Indian rupee. I have around $10 here. So yeah, you can also use Indian rupees here in Bhutan. And just before to get out of the airport, you can buy a SIM card here. Easy peasy. So I got that plan over there, which is 2 gigabytes for around $3 something. Pretty good deal. And is it good to live in Bhutan?
Yeah, good.
Very good. People are very friendly.
Yeah. This one is Gangkhar.
Ah, that's Dongkam.
Yeah.
And then there's in English.
Yeah.
So, but then you can you read the Tibetan? You can read no. No, because the alphabet is different. But when you speak, you can understand.
Yeah.
Okay, just the alphabet is different. It's not a super fancy hotel, and that's exactly what we like. It's way more than usually what we have, so it's great. And this is their main newspaper, and it's in English, because apparently everyone speaks English here, which is great for them. And obviously, they're not missing the opportunity to use the name Shangri-La, since they are known as the Shangri-La, the real Shangri-La, they're using the name. And since they don't have traffic lights here in Bhutan at all, none, this is your replacement for traffic lights. Let's see if he stops one side and let go the other one. Aha!
Look at that technique. He's so crisp.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see all the way down there. It's like this is in the middle of Thimphu. They have arcs, and archery is their main sport, their first sport.
The national sport.
The national sport in Bhutan. So just take advantage to explain a little bit about the SDF, the Social Development Fund, which is that fee that you pay per night. Tourism is the second industry here in Bhutan. So with the pandemic, they really struggle.
Yeah, I sucked a lot.
So when the pandemic was over, and they said, okay, let's make a lot of money to recuperate what we lost, they increased to $200 the SDF, and kind of killed the tourism.
Yeah.
Because $200, like, it's a lot. Imagine, like, you're going to spend 3 nights in a country, it's $600 outside all the other costs you're going to have.
No flight, no accommodation, no guide.
No guide.
Yeah.
So now they have this promotion, I think until 2026, of $100 per night. So if you're planning visiting Bhutan one day, that would be a good time. And so incredible because it's 98% of the country are mountains. Only 2% that a small plain on the south of the country.
I mean, like you saw the road I was taking earlier today, the full drive, it's only like 140 kilometers. It took us almost 5 hours.
Yeah.
To give you an idea.
So that's part of the beauty of this country. I really don't understand what they are selling there. And this is the market in Thimphu. I know every time I'm saying something differently, like Thimphu. They used to import a lot of stuff from India, and now they're trying to produce more their own stuff. And this is cheese.
Looks like the Swiss cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Is it strong like the Swiss cheese?
Yeah.
Nice.
We call this pastime.
What's the name?
Pastime.
Pastimes.
No, pastime.
Pastime.
Yeah, because when you're feeling lazy or something,
Uh-huh.
you feel like doing something, you put it in your mouth.
And you feel better.
No, it never finishes.
You just eat. Pastime. That's good. Thank you. I think this is for tourists, but no. It's a very nice local market here. Super clean, super nice. All the fruits. For those who like spicy food, whoa,
Yeah, food here is pretty spicy.
looks very spicy. And it's a beautiful market. And that's a very beautiful bridge. Wow. Beautiful bridge. It doesn't look real, right? No. It's like for tourists. But no, see.
Okay, this is the end here. Yes, first we'll go and do some circumambulation and the two will come back.
So this is the main stupa here in Thimphu. Stupa, as I was told, is a sort of representation of Buddha. And you can see people walking clockwise because they're praying to Buddha going to that direction.
And so all stupas have 3 levels. Of course, they're not always as big as this, but the 3 levels are supposed to represent the soul, body, and mind of Buddha. And what's really nice about this one is that you can go inside, although no pictures are allowed inside. You have to take off your shoes as well. So we don't have any footage of that, but then you can go all the way to the top, and there's a lot of beautiful statues and representations, images of the kings and what have you here.
And even if you're not Buddhist practitioners like us, you're still welcome to come here and pray and walk clockwise, the same as the praying wheels.
It's a very open religion in general.
Yeah.
So for these prayer wheels, you're supposed to go counterclockwise, and within each prayer wheel, they put in 1,000 of the mantras, so little paper scrolls, and that's supposed to represent that with one turn, you're making 1,000 prayers. So currently, Rodrigo is making a lot more than 1,000. We have 10,000 here.
Then my prayers. Very, very pretty.
Yes. The
Wow.
art and the architecture
Yeah.
is all same in Bhutan.
Yeah, that I like when you decorate the windows.
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty.
169.
feet tall Buddha. And then if you consider in terms of meter, it's around 51 meter.
Hold offerings for Buddha.
Yeah.
Each of the smaller statues. Is that okay? He's not gonna get upset.
No. So photography is perhaps a part of happiness in Bhutan. So
So, is there anything you can't take a photo of?
yeah, so you can take photo.
Of everything?
You're only not allowed to take photo with the Buddha or the statues.
And this painting here is gonna take more than a year to be ready. Look at the details. And you can order here the way you want. But again, it might take more than a year. These notebooks are so light. It's made of traditional paper from here. Yeah. Welcome to the Dochula Pass. So the pass, we came up from there. This is the pass, and you're gonna go down here. And here, my friends, the Himalayas.
Look at them.
Incredible, incredible.
We're at about 3,100 meters right now, so you can feel it.
About 10,000 feet, you think? And there are 108 stupas here. And this is definitely one of the main attractions here in Bhutan. Besides the main attraction that we're gonna show you in a couple of days for you, this is incredible. And there's another temple up there.
Which we'll go to next.
Yeah. And this is on the way. Help me, Nikki.
To Punakha, I think.
Punakha.
Which is where we're staying tonight. It's about 2 hours from the capital city where we were yesterday.
Yes. So this is the Gangkhar Puensum at 7,570 meters, and at that mountain there. And that's a very important mountain because that's the only high mountain that was never conquered. No one never climbed to the top of the mountain, so it's the only virgin mountain in the world because it's forbidden. It's sacred for the Bhutanese people, so you can't climb that mountain. So very interesting.
And beautiful.
And gorgeous. Collapsing. Oh my God. One to 10, how happy you are now?
Very happy. I'm in Bhutan.
Why they have all the Phallus everywhere?
Yeah, so you know very
I got
soon.
so many.
Of protection.
It has teeth. That is exactly what you think it is.
All the dogs. A lot of women working construction here. Interesting. You don't see that everywhere. So in our way to Punakha, the town of Punakha, we stop in this temple here, which today is considered the temple of fertility. And so if you're gonna have babies, you should come here. And it's related to all the phallic symbols.
In case you were wondering why we were showing so many.
It's a long story. I took 2 pictures of explaining how that happened. You can read yourself, but yeah, that's why you see the phallic symbols everywhere. And remember what I talked about, the phallic symbols? Yeah, they are everywhere. But today they're essentially just a symbol of protection here. So if you want the same picture with the phallus, that's the place. Ah, you know how to play. Good. Very nice.
Good.
Thank you.
Well, this place looks like a fairy tale.
So we are here in Punakha, another biggish town here in Bhutan, and this is a Dzong. It's like it used to be a fortress. Today is more like a monk temple, as well as administrative building. The same Dzong, but a little bit closer. Let's get inside.
Looks like a very clean river.
So fish.
So this is all fish. A lot of fish. I don't know if you can see. So there's a lot of fish here because you can fish in Bhutan. You can hunt, you can do anything. So the fish comes from India.
Yeah, it goes. All meat comes from other countries because it goes against Buddhist principles.
They've been to Nepal. People can visit that room before they died here. So to prevail the peace in the country. Yeah.
This place is amazing.
The bridge is 180 meters span. And